Meghan Markle suffered a hugely embarrassing blunder involving Prince Andrew during her first meeting with Queen Elizabeth II that initially left Prince Harry completely baffled. The amusing story was shared by the Duke of Sussex in his memoir, Spare. Meghan's confusion arose during a gathering at Royal Lodge, Prince Andrew's residence, where she was also taught how to curtsy by Sarah Ferguson. As the Queen was leaving, escorted by Prince Andrew, Meghan asked Harry a question that initially left him rather confused. The prince wrote in Spare, "My uncle Andrew, seated beside her, holding her handbag, began to escort her out. After a moment, Meg asked me something about the Queen's assistant. I asked who she was talking about. It took a moment for Harry to realize that Meghan was referring to his uncle, Prince Andrew." During their Netflix documentary series from December 2022, Harry and Meghan opened up on the Duchess of Sussex's first ever meeting with the late Queen. Speaking in the second episode of the series, Meghan thought it was a joke when her then royal boyfriend asked whether she knew how to curtsy. The Duke told his documentary interviewers, "My grandmother was the first senior member of the family that Meghan met. She had no idea what it all consisted of. So it was a bit of a shock to the system for her." Meghan, who had previously said in the DOCU series the formality in the royal family was surprising to her, then said, "I mean, it's surreal. There wasn't like some big moment of, now you're gonna meet my grandmother. I didn't know I was gonna meet her until moments before. We were in the car and we were going to Royal Lodge for lunch, and he was like, oh, my grandmother is here, Shush is gonna be there after church. We were in the car, driving and H is like, you know how to curtsy, right? And I just thought it was a joke." Commenting on the formality people need to abide by when meeting members of the firm, the Duke said, "How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother? And that you would need to curtsy, especially to an American?